Hit a home run off Nelson last September in Arizona, as did the guy on deck, Manny Machado. 1-0, here's the pitch. And Soto hits it really well out to deep right center field. And this one is going to go.
Juan Soto, the Dominican Dynamo, isn't just any outfielder. He's the kind of player who makes you think, are we sure he's not secretly a superhero? If not a superhero, maybe he's the reincarnation of one of the baseball greats. I mean, he's been compared to none other than Ted Williams himself. Yup, that Ted Williams, the legend. From signing his first contract at 16 to winning a World Series to joining one of baseball's ultimate dynasties, at just 25 years old, Juan Soto seems to have done it all. As Soto dons the infamous pinstripes for the 2024 season, questions still remain. Will he hit homers into the Hudson River? Will he bring the Yankees back to glory? Let's take a never-before-seen look into the life of Juan Soto, from his roots to his rise to his infamous Soto Shuffle. Juan Soto, the prodigy from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, was born on October 25, 1998 to Belkis Pacheco and Juan Soto Sr. Growing up in a city known for churning out major league stars like a baseball factory, Soto had some serious idols, Manny Ramirez and Robinson Cano. His friends even dubbed him Little Robbie, which, let's be honest, is way cooler than any nickname most of us had as kids, except for maybe David Ortiz. That dude has probably been Big Papi since like 3rd grade. Anyway, living in a tough neighborhood, Soto's mom was pretty strict about his outdoor playtime. But young Juan was nothing if not resourceful. Indoor baseball became his jam. Think crumpled paper balls wrapped in tape and hallway home runs. Who needs a fancy ballpark when you've got a vivid imagination and a hallway that doubles as Yankee Stadium?
His favorite. Padres are in front 2-0 in the first.
Soto's dad was his biggest fan and personal coach. Picture this, dad tossing bottle caps to sharpen his son's swing. That's some next level BP. Juan Sr. also brought his son along to his men's softball games where they had pregame father-son batting sessions. It was there where Soto, naturally a righty, took his dad's advice to switch to lefty. Why? Because in baseball, a little advantage goes a long way. At just 16, Soto's talent was undeniable, and the Washington Nationals saw what everyone else was starting to see. They signed him with a $1.5 million bonus, probably making his friends reconsider their career choices. And just like that, Little Robbie was on his way to becoming a big leaguer. Juan Soto's ascent to the big leagues was nothing short of meteoric. The Washington Nationals called him up in 2018 at just 19 years old after he spent 3 seasons absolutely clobbering minor league pitchers. With a .362 batting average and a jaw-dropping 1.043 OPS, it was clear Soto was ready for the big stage. In his rookie season, Soto didn't just dip his toes in the water. He dove right in, hitting .292 with 22 homers in just 116 games. He finished second in the National League Rookie of the Year voting, losing out to the one and only Ronald Acuna Jr. But let's be real, finishing second at 19 is like showing up at a party and instantly becoming the life of it. By 2019, Soto had fully embraced his role as a dominant player. He smashed 34 homers, drove in 110 runs, and posted a .949 OPS. During the Nationals playoff run that year, Soto was unstoppable. He actually turned 21 in the middle of the World Series and celebrated in style by hitting .333 with 3 home runs and a 1.178 OPS. The Nationals took down the Houston Astros in 7 games, securing their first World Series title in 95 years. That's right, Washington, D.C. had been waiting for this moment since before sliced bread was even a thing. And the accolades just kept pouring in. Soto and his teammate Steven Strasburg were named joint winners of the Babe Ruth Award as the 2019 postseason MVPs. Imagine sharing an award named after the Sultan of SWAT himself. Talk about a mic drop moment. The 2020 season was a whirlwind for everyone, but Juan Soto, at just 21, took it in stride. Despite the pandemic-shortened season, he hit an impressive .351, becoming the youngest player to win the National League batting title. The previous record holder was Brooklyn Dodgers 22-year-old Pete Reiser, who hit .343 back in 1941. So not exactly recent history. But Soto didn't just stop there. He led the league with a jaw-dropping .490 OBP and a .695 slugging percentage. That's like saying, "Oh, you thought I was good? Watch this." In 2021, Soto continued on his tear, batting .313 with a .999 OPS and finishing second in the NL MVP voting, right behind his former teammate, Bryce Harper. By April 2022, Soto's prowess had caught the eye of Sports Illustrated's Tom Verducci, who dubbed him the greatest hitting prodigy since Ted Williams. He even compared Soto to the legendary composer Frédéric Chopin. I mean, who knew swinging a bat and playing a piano had so much in common? Verducci pointed out that through their first 464 games, Soto and Williams were the only players with at least 90 homers and 350 walks. Not bad company to keep, right? Other stories liken Soto to baseball greats like Mickey Mantle, Ken Griffey Jr., and Mike Trout. It's like getting compared to a Hall of Fame lineup, which doesn't seem to be causing Juan any pressure. By 2022, everyone knew Juan Soto was a once-in-a-generational talent. The Washington Nationals tried to lock him down with a jaw-dropping 15-year, $440 million extension, the biggest contract in baseball history. But Soto, at 23, decided to roll the dice and turned it down, even though he kept insisting he wanted to stay. At the 2022 All-Star Game, he even went as far to say, "I've been a National since day one. Why should I want to change? I've been here my whole life and my career. I feel great where I'm at." Despite the reassurance, less than a month later, Soto would be heading to the West Coast. The Nationals, who were worried about losing him for nothing in free agency, made a blockbuster trade. They sent Soto and Josh Bell to the San Diego Padres at the 2022 trade deadline, getting a treasure trove of prospects in return, including shortstop C.J. Abrams. This move continued their dismantling of their 2019 World Series team. A year earlier, they traded away Trey Turner and Max Scherzer to the Dodgers. Fortunately for Soto, Nats fans didn't hold a grudge. When he returned to Nationals Park in his new Padres uniform just 10 days later, fans gave him a standing ovation. He admitted that the lead up to the trade was the toughest time of his career, telling Sports Illustrated, "I loved this game, and there were some days when I felt it wasn't fun anymore." Soto even confessed that he cried when he found out about the trade. According to him, turning down the Nationals' offer had put all the fans, all the Dominicans, even my family against me. Initially, Soto struggled post-trade, batting just .236 over the final 2 months of the 2022 season with San Diego. But like any superhero, he bounced back. After a slow start to the 2023 season, he finished strong with 35 home runs, 109 RBIs, and led MLB in walks with 132. Juan couldn't get too comfortable out west because in December 2023, the Padres traded Soto to the New York Yankees, setting up for him to play the 2024 season in pinstripes, the last season of his current contract. It's like watching your favorite character switch teams in a superhero movie. Yankees fans are surely hoping that Soto's powers will bring some magic back to the Bronx. He will hit free agency after the 2024 season, and let's just say the Yankees are probably already dusting off their checkbooks. Since coming back to the East Coast, Soto has been nothing short of phenomenal in New York. He's hitting over 300, slugging over 500, with 25 homers and 71 RBIs. Having that 1-2 power punch of Soto and Aaron Judge in the lineup has really helped the Yankees stay afloat in the AL East. And New York is living up to its reputation for excitement. Just ask Soto himself. He's soaking in that electrifying atmosphere and seems to have found a new level of adrenaline. Every time there's a big moment, a big play, I want to be in it. I want to be there. I don't know. It's just a different adrenaline for me. My body feels different. Everything feels locked in. But keep in mind that this is the last year of Soto's contract, and there have been reports that Soto and his agent, Scott Boras, are aiming for record-breaking contracts. So, if the Yankees want to keep Soto around, they might need to dig deeper into their pocketbooks than ever before. With Soto's performance so far, though, it might just be worth every penny. And it's not just his stats. People love watching Juan. He's a fun, easygoing guy. How can you not love the Soto Shuffle? It does seem slightly inappropriate, but most people see it's all in good fun.
You're not looking for that pitch. That's not a pitch you're looking to go on 2-0 with the bases loaded.
Soto with a strikeout and a ground out. Here comes a 2-1 on the ground. Wong is over. Gold glove caliber defender right there will make the play. And a big moment.
Take Miles Michaelis, for instance, who in Game 1 of the 2019 NCLS gave Juan a taste of his own medicine. While Miles played it off as a joke, saying, "I was just having fun. He's a great hitter. Great hitters have routines. That's part of his routine, his shtick." But several of the Cards' veteran players, like catcher Yadier Molina, starter Adam Wainwright, and reliever Carlos Martinez, who hold baseball's unwritten rules important, didn't take lightly to the antics. Baseball's favorite oddball, Zach Greinke, who is without a doubt no stranger to mind games, decided the best way to combat the Soto Shuffle was to chuck a ball at Juan's head.
Spins him out of there with ball 3.
Is it disrespectful? Maybe. Is it fun to watch? Absolutely. And if shuffling your feet and grabbing your beanbag helps you gain an advantage, who are we to judge? From hitting bottle caps to signing his first deal at 16 years old, Juan Soto is a generational talent who will be making waves in whatever uniform he puts on for a very long time. You know who else is a generational talent a lot of people aren't even talking about? Jackson Merrill of the Padres. He's having an amazing year, and no one is talking about him, except for me. So check out this video where I break down the rise of Jackson Merrill to the bigs. But before you do, give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned to Baseball Buzz.